make the decisions that are in the best interest of this community. And for that, we give you praise in Christ's name. Amen.
Thank you. All right. Now your chance to go through. Do you have any questions on your departmental reports? Nope. Okay. We have one. Mr. Barber?
Yes.
Would you like to come up and address the city?
I sure would.
I've got you 3 minutes.
3 minutes, I need 5 at least, come on. I want to say, first of all, thank you for you guys for serving, thank you for what you do, and thank you for letting me come tonight and express my opinion. I know we've got one item that's a little controversial, and that's what I want to address tonight, is the alcohol in the park. And I think we have such a wonderful, wonderful park here. It's always been kid-oriented. And I've even been seeing, during the fall there, see kids come from different schools. I saw Coleman still bringing a bunch of kids in here the other day to play in the park. You know, and I want to ask, why do we want alcohol in the park? And, you know, this has always been a children's park. And why do we need to change it? Why do we need to add more to it? And what do you hope to gain by being alcohol in the park? What good's it gonna do? And the way things are today is that we bring alcohol in. How long will it be before the shooting starts? Did y'all watch the news last night? There was another killing up north, and most of the time that's caused by alcohol and drugs. And I realize that kids don't elect the city officials. I know the parents do and everything. And just as one of the parents, I'm just stand up and take a stand for our kid. I hate to see such a beautiful, beautiful park turned into what it can become if we allow that to happen at certain times. You're not going to ever take all the beauty or all the good stuff away from it. There's too much there, but you can sure take away some of it by allowing people to come in there, and everybody knows what's happening. What happens when drunks get together. And not only that, but there's plenty of places in Jasper, somebody wants to drink, go drink. I have nothing against drinking. If that's what you want to do, I don't believe in it, I don't do it, and I don't think the Lord approves it, but if you want to do it, you know, as a grown person, that's your business. But I just ask that you would please keep alcohol out of the park. You know, ask, you know, I think it's time for the parents to stand up for the kids, and we need more. I thought hoping we'd have more here today because of the importance of the park. Anybody have any idea how many children walk through this park during the day, or during a month, or even during a year? And a lot of them start when they're little bitty, follow mom and daddy down around this park. And then now they got this beautiful place over here to go play and everything, and there's plenty of places they can go. And I was just also wondering, how much money does a concert bring in down here at this park? And how many who will be selling the alcohol that's going to be at the park if it's allowed? And it talks about drugs or whatever. Where does the money come from? And where's it going to go? How are we going to account for what good it's doing? How are we going to keep up with it? And he's talking about how are we possibly going to keep the kids out of the park when there's a concert going on down there? There's going to be people drinking, whatever you allow. The kids are going. You can't, that way that creek go. If they want to go, they're going to go, especially if they're teenagers. And I think we just need to stop and pray about and think about this ordinance. And I think most everybody will agree that it's something we can do without. It's not a life-saving matter of life or death. And I'd hate for us to get, like we already had to live down one horrible thing, and I'd hate for that to come up again and, you know, something happen in one of our parks around here that don't deserve to happen. And I just think this, it's my opinion, and $1.25 will buy you a Dr. Pepper machine up front. But anyway, thank you for, and I think we had, I'm totally against alcohol in the park and alcohol or deal. And that's why, because I'm a Christian. Well, I used to be alcoholic, not alcoholic, but I loved to drink back before I was married. In 1965, I accepted Christ as my Savior. He took it away from me, and it's never led me anymore. It led me up to that point, you know, and go ahead. My time's up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Item 1, consider consider approval of one set of minutes, regular call meeting for October 11th,
So moved.
2022. Have a motion, a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Pass unanimously. Number 2, consider for approval the 2023 calendars for City Hall holiday calendar.
So moved.
The city council meeting calendar.
I make a motion to approve both of those at the same time.
I'll second.
We have a motion, a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I already moved that day.
She wasn't finished reading it all.
Number 3, consider for approval request from Chief Building Official Jeremy Chestnut. A, seeking council's blessing for the name Prosperity Drive for private road as recommended by the 911 addressing. Jeremy, where is that?
That's gonna be off of Oak Grove Road. It's just a private road that was created for the easement, and the owners, who actually are here tonight, they changed some of their plans, to include multiple houses on the lots that they purchased. So instead of messing up or, confusing the Oak Grove addressing with that many houses on that piece of property, that easement would be turned into a private road and addressed off of that private road.
So they all have a 911 address.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion for that.
Do I have a second?
I'll second
Daniel, I motion to Daniel, second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you? Okay. All in favor, say aye.
it. Aye.
Number B, ordinance 11-14-22, updating and amending chapter 6 of section 664, location of construction and service connections.
I'll make a motion to approve that. That's gonna bring it to the 3 to 5 above roof line we just talked about.
I'll second that.
We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Number 4, consider for approval, request from the Jasper Fire Department asking for a fire department pension increase of $25 per man per month.
I moved that we approve that.
I might second that.
That's a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Pass. Number 5, consider for approval, request from Councilmember Rashad Lewis of DeMarcus Homes, requesting the purchase of iPads and supporting software for all council members to take the place of these agenda books. Do I have a motion on A?
I motion.
Make a second.
I have a question. Your reasoning for wanting the iPads is what?
To be able to get, information quicker. With the binders, everyone has their job and can't get here between the hours of 8 to 5. So we had some type of electronic device that Ms. Karen or anyone can give us additional information as we go on, instead of waiting to the very last minute to not have enough time to do the research on what's on the items.
Well, we have to wait, from what I can see, we have to wait because the mayor doesn't sign them in time. Because every time I come down here, I ask a week before. And the secretary always tells me she has to wait for the mayor to sign them. So even if we have iPads, we're not gonna be able to have them, so why spend the money on them?
Yeah, but
But
what he just said was for people that are working and they're not
but
available.
what he said, but the thing is, when I asked him, but he said so they could have them because they're not getting them on time. If they're not getting, if the mayor don't sign off on them, you're not gonna have them anyway. So if the mayor signs off on them on time, then why do we need the iPad? You can get your binders. So you just only make it convenient for certain people.
No, I
It's a
was,
convenience.
Well, if you guys need me to sign it by a certain date, we can set the date. That's not a problem.
Because for the past few months, Mayor, we've been getting them like 3 days before, like the Friday or the Thursday before. We have not been getting our binders. We should get them at least a week before, and we have not been doing that.
You can have them earlier if you want.
We'd appreciate it if you could do that.
It's not a problem.
This is what you call a proactive motion, Mr. Anderson, so that we can start doing that.
I'd like to amend that. If you so choose to have it in paper instead of an iPad, that's what they wanna do, that's fine with me. I mean, I understand that.
I don't see any reason why we need to spend that money on that. Doesn't make that much of a difference to me.
Do I have a motion for A?
Yeah, I motion.
I've got a motion. Do I have a second?
Daniel, second.
I'll second.
I've got a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign.
No,
4 to 1. 5B, seek request for proposals for a media relations officer. This is probably a contract, is this for a contracted service,
Yes,
not an employee?
yes, sir, it'd be a contracted, a year contract for like a PR, so that the city can, rebrand itself, like get like a Facebook page and do the things that we need to
Keep
put
it
out.
updated.
That is correct.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
I motion.
Got a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Got a second, all in favor, say
I
aye.
have a question. I just have one question.
Go ahead.
Okay,
The request for proposal that you have, is this all the information that you researched for the city of Jasper?
Yes, sir, with the proposal, we sent out proposals so we can find someone to work on the IT side of it, and do what we need, to get the information out to the people as quick as we can.
So you're
We have
saying
our
we're
own-
gonna I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, no, I'm saying we have our own in-house PR firm.
But you just said we're gonna contract it out, so it's not gonna be in-house.
No, what I'm saying is they're gonna work for the city of Jasper to rebrand it.
there won't be an employee.
It's not gonna be an employee, it's gonna be.
That's what I'm saying, they're gonna be contracted, they're not gonna be in-house, they're gonna be
Well,
contracted
they're
by the
gonna
city
be
of Jasper.
doing PR.
In-house
for-
and contracted is two different
They're
things.
going to be doing straight PR for the city of Jasper. It's gonna be a contract, yes, sir.
Okay, so one thing I'd just like to correct on this, you have like the city background, it's something small, but you said the city background population, you said approximately 8,500 people, but they're not, as far as the census is concerned, it's 6,884.
Well, that's currently why I believe we're doing this RFP, because the city website says 8,500 people.
So you're gonna have somebody maintain, who maintains the city website now?
No one.
No one really, Karen does her,
Yeah, we have no one that puts out proper information currently at this current.
So Denise, you as the city manager, how do you feel about this?
I think it's something we need, we needed it for a while, but we just do not need it as a full-time in-house employee, we need somebody with contracted services.
So we're gonna put out RFPs for, companies to, bid on this?
That is correct.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Abstain,
All opposed?
abstain.
Okay. 5C, seek request for proposals to solicit a response and other documents from internet service providers to deploy, operate, and maintain a fiber internet network. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to pass.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. All opposed?
Question, Mayor?
Go ahead.
Question, fire away.
Okay, this is just, seems to me like this is, we're bringing broadband back again. I think this was one of the same things, David, that, Nathan had proposed, the P3 program, is that the same thing that Nathan Watkins has proposed before?
I don't know, I didn't request it to be on the agenda.
He did bring that up before.
Yeah, the P3 is giving, us options to see what.
I understand what P3 is.
Go ahead.
I don't need that explained, but I'm saying, this is basically just bringing broadband back again, and you're still trying to get the city into that business. Like I said, I know Nathan Watkins did bring up the, P3. You, check your emails, David, you may notice that he did send all of us an email.
If you'll look at, it says, consider request from Councilman Lewis and Holmes, doesn't say David.
No, but I'm just.
I know what a P3 is too.
Okay, all right, but I'm just throwing that question at you, you know, because I mean, I'm sure you know about it because Nathan Watkins did. Councilman Lewis, you may not have been here at that time.
I remember Nathan, you're the one who made the motion to hire him, I recall that.
Okay. Good.
Have a
to get
motion
rid
and a
of it.
second. All in favor, say aye. All opposed?
No,
Abstain.
Number 6, consider for approval request from Councilmember Anderson Land to update and amend the current alcohol ordinance 8/24/22, requesting a change in the ordinance to say any and all sponsored events shall be exempt from any items under chapter 17, article 4, section 17-44, public consumption of alcohol.
so move.
Do I have a second?
I think
You died for lack of a second.
Randy.
We're adjourned. No,
I don't think you read it correctly. Shall not be exempt.
do what?
I
I thought I heard you say all sponsored events shall not be exempt, or shall be exempt, but it says shall not be exempt.
It was a request to rewrite the ordinance to say any and all sponsored events shall not be exempt from any items under chapter 17, article 4, section 17 through 44, public consumption of alcohol.
That's correct.
And it died for lack of a second. And we're adjourned.